Throwaway, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. That's the kicker, Tyler Luke, set to get this started. And off we go here in Baltimore. And he'll be out of bounds just past 25. Former Tulane star. Here's Tyjae Spears. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
Like, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Play fake, now Ward to throw. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And the Ravens are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Intercepted. Sets up a first down and goal at the 2-yard line.
You will happily take this starting field position. They begin with 1st and goal at the 2. Henry will take this one into the end zone. It's a Raven touchdown.
On the list of ways these coaches sit up at night and dream the start of games, Mike, I'm not sure if you can come up with a better way to kick this thing off. You can send your defense out there first, and they get the early takeaway, and then your offense is able to capitalize, go down, punch it in, and now you get to play from an early lead and really set the course of the rest of the game.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tim DK. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
And that's a heck of a return right there. He's going to bounce his way towards the left sideline. Just a ton of space over there to run. And they finally get him out of bounds. But not until he nearly managed to turn the corner and almost take it all the way.
A run up the middle, Spears. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
No gain on the play.
Some nose guards in the 3-4 defense, Mike, are just asked to take up space and eat up blockers. But not this guy. He defeats his blocker and makes the tackle. That's playing the nose guard at the next level.
And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Travis Jones there to bring him down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That is the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out. not able to pick up a single first down, not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Here we go on fourth with Ward. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big fourth down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. He's got a man. It's Walker. On the move past the 40. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. Moving left, and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
2nd and long coming up. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Catch made there, left side by Walker. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Now Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 27.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Off the play fake. Jackson. That is caught in the end zone. He's got it. Jacoby Lane. Touchdown, Ravens. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. No problem there on the extra point, and the Ravens extend their advantage to 13-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Ward. Pass complete. He's got Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
Here's a handoff to Spears. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 49-yard line.
Back to throw is Ward. Here comes the screen to Spears. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Titans football here to start quarter number 2 as they begin with 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Ward. He'll go up top with this one. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
At their own 18-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 33.
A big play there for Baltimore. 33 yards.
1st and 10.
Drive rolls on here with 1st down and 10. On the handoff, running left is Henry. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Back to throw, Jackson. Has caught. That's Lane. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
3rd down and 3. To throw is Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and a yard. To the air one more time with Jackson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here they come for 3rd and 1. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. Jackson up top again. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Was great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
4th down, Jackson. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
On 1st down, Ward. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, Ward. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come. It's 4th down, it's looming. Here's Tommy Townsend now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. This one heads directly out of bounds. The market just on the other side of midfield.
49-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Play action now. Jackson rolling right. He's going to tuck it and go. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. This one caught at the 4. On is Luke to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
On the ground, it's Spears to start the drive. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
Autumn has arrived in the Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league and sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
To throw is Ward. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And some room to roam now. He may go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity, nothing big happened, but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. You know, look at this Baltimore defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Here's Ward. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson now. A throw left side, hauled in by Lane. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So on 4th down, the Ravens send Ryan Eckley out to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. DK to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. This one caught by Ridley. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
To throw, here's Ward. That one's taken in by Spears. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, here's Spears. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Out to the right side, it's Helm. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Ward. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark that down as an 85-yard punt return. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 14-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And running with power here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Ward. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're saying and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. He's got his receiver, Lane. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Luke now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Titans 0. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ward. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Now Ward. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll throw again, Ward. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, an ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The man in motion is Tate. Out of the gun, Ward. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And 6 at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Ward. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Ward. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ward. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is Jackson. That's caught downfield. It's Lane. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Jackson. That's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. From the gun, here's Ward. He's going to air one out. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Second half begins with a run by Henry. That's some good hard running there as he pushes his way forward for about 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Third and 3. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple. The Spears with another carry. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second and 10. Hand off to Spears. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
The motion man is Tate. To throw is Ward. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
Okay, I wish I could say this from experience, but I have talked to people about this. When you've had a big return for a touchdown, the hardest thing to do the rest of the game is to make good decisions, because after you've gotten one, you expect to get another one. In this case, he needed to tamp back the enthusiasm a little bit.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Second down and 8. And this time, Jackson will throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Jackson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Titans.
Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, first and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
On third down, Henry. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jackson now, 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. That one brought in by Lane. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson. And Walker has it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. On his loop for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Ravens 28, Titans 14. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
28-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And here's a give to Spears. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
To throw, here's Ward. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Ward. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Ward to throw for it on fourth. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And this one is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson now. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 30 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. That's into the hands of Iomanner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Play action. It's Ward.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Ward. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Nate Wiggins. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
103 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Don't let anyone tell you that this running back is old. He's just experienced, and he looked just as good as ever over the past couple of weeks. He tallied over 100 yards last week, and he's followed it up with another 100-yard performance here. Most running backs start to lose a step at his age, but not this guy.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Baltimore, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.